Hello, my name is Anneli and I'm the Director of Motivation Matters. In today's video blog, I want to talk about the communication contract. Now, the communication contract is something that covers the terms and conditions of how we need to communicate with someone and how we need them to respond to us in order to feel most heard and understood and satisfied in the communication. Now, unfortunately, most people don't even know this communication contract exists, let alone how to articulate their needs to other people. So we don't realize we have a communication contract until it's broken, and by that stage, it's usually too late. So what we need to do is get clear on what it is and tell people that we have one so that they can help us feel good in the communication, and vice versa. So let me give you an example. Recently, I was on the phone to a friend of mine, and I felt the conversation was a little bit stilted. It was very unusual. Normally when we're together, we have really easy flowing conversations back and forth. But what I noticed in this conversation was that I would speak and then wait and leave appropriate time to have him say something back, and I just wasn't getting any response. And I thought, that's very weird. And in my mind, I thought, maybe he's distracted, maybe he's not listening, maybe what I'm talking about is boring. And after a while I said, you know, I have to say this conversation feels very strange to me. I feel a little bit like perhaps you're not interested or you're just not engaged. And he said, what makes you say that? I'm very interested. And I said, well, because I'm just not getting any feedback. You know, I'm not getting any contribution to the conversation. And he said, it's because I can't see you face to face. And normally I'm reading your cues and I know when it's time to come in and, you know, nod and ask a question or whatever. But on the phone, I find it really difficult to do that. So what I tend to do is just give people a lot of space just to make sure that I'm not going to cut them off before they're finished. And I said, oh, I am so glad I asked, because I almost hung up the phone thinking, well, he's not very interested. That was a little bit rude. You know, kept it all to myself and had a bit of a bitch and a bit of a whinge, as we sometimes do because we're only human. But instead I thought, no, this is just not normal. It's just not right. So I had the conversation about the contract, and I'm very glad I did, because I learned something about what he needs and about what I need. So that is my big tip for you people. That is my tip of the day. Do not sit on this communication contract. If you feel it's been broken, say something, because the chances are, I guarantee you, that the other person didn't even realize it, or more importantly, probably have totally different needs than you do. So the best thing you can do is talk about it together. Thanks.